that's never had a real job in his life. I can't do voices. I'm sorry.
All right, Tommy. Now we're just wasting time.
Are you guys good?
Yeah, it didn't do the weird fucking move the video thing.
It
of
didn't,
thing.
but it looks like they're all recording.
Yeah.
I'm sitting weird.
Oh, we gotta
Alright.
turn off the
Oh fuck! I keep forgetting.
laptop audio.
All right, Tommy, do it.
What's up, folks? Welcome back to episode 2 of the Wasted Space podcast. This is Tommy and my buddies Addie and Blake. We're your co-hosts.
Episode 2, baby. Yeah. I want to take a moment to thank everybody who helped us get to this moment right here, episode 2.
Yeah, thank you guys so much.
Your
Some
years
people
of hard
just-
work and dedication.
Some people just release one episode. We thought, why not 2?
Yeah, never been done before. First time ever. We're like, you know what? 2 episodes. I think we can do that.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know. Kicking us off, I was about to tell Addie about this dream I had the other day, but I figured I'd save it for this. Yeah, I don't know. I just had this super wild dream. Typical scenario. You go camping with a group of friends, and
How every dream starts out.
Yeah, pretty
Camping.
normal.
Camping.
And then somebody just starts murdering people. Total
yeah.
Friday the 13th scenario.
And it's usually you or one of your friends.
Yeah. So I don't remember the dream super duper clearly, but I remember running around in the forest, trying not to get killed, finding dead bodies, things like that. People have been massacred. It's awful. And then I get thirsty midway through, and so I find a car that I don't know. The keys are just there. It's running. I don't know how I don't know how we didn't escape in it or anything like that. But I go ahead, hop in the car, drive down the road a couple miles. There's a nice little cafe. I stop in, wait in line for a couple minutes. Just a little bit of casual chit chat with the locals. I grab a smoothie. And then,
Smoothie.
yeah, somebody invited me to stick around and I don't know, do something. Again, I'm a little foggy. It was a dream. I usually don't remember them at all. So the fact that I remembered this one is just what makes it so mind blowing to me. But anyway, so yeah, I turned them down because I got to get back to my friends. And so I just go hop in the car with my smoothie and return to camp and just continue running from the killer, and that's how my dream ends. I don't remember if I got killed or anything like that. I'm pretty sure I woke up too soon to find out. But yeah, I remember returning to camp and just continuing to be hunted. I didn't do anything about it. Didn't tell anybody.
You're like, you know what? I'm willing to die, but not if I'm thirsty. I'm too parched to die right now.
Yeah, I just got a little warm running around, I guess. Needed to cool down a little bit.
I refuse to die without a strawberry banana smoothie in mine. Without a mango magic from Tropical Smoothie Cafe.
Right.
In
About to
my
get murdered.
stomach.
Wait. One more sip. All right, I'm ready to go.
So yeah, that's my
that's
dream logic.
so
That's
funny.
honestly a hilarious dream.
Yeah.
I mean, it's terrifying, probably in the moment when you're like, I'm going to get murdered and it feels kind of real probably.
Right.
But to go get a smoothie midway, I like that.
Yeah.
The
That's a
killer
pretty-
is breaking down the door of the cabin you're hiding in, and you're just kind of watching, sipping from the straw of your
He
smoothie.
comes in, he's like, oh, no smoothie for me. Okay. The guy who's murdering isn't parched, but fine.
I've just been
didn't-
chasing you this
Yeah.
whole time.
No way, I'm
I
thirsty.
didn't work up a sweat. Okay.
That's hilarious.
Oh my god, that's so funny. I used to have this recurring dream as a kid, where I don't know if you guys remember those old Mazda commercials.
The Zoom?
Zoom. Yeah, with the ladies super creepily whispering it into the mic or whatever. Yeah,
Yeah.
super
It was.
I don't
a
know what
little
their marketing
intimidating.
strategy was there, but the whole commercial was the car, there was nobody in the car, but the car the engine would start and then the gear would shift into drive, but there's nobody driving, there's
Yeah.
nobody doing it, it's just doing it itself. And of course, me being the kid I was, I thought it was like a ghost or something.
Oh,
And so,
fucking Ghost Drive now.
right. So
Where'd you get this ghost license?
I would have this recurring dream where my mom would stop at the gas station at the pump. She'd go inside to pay, and while she's inside to pay, the fucking doors would lock, the engine would start, the fucking gear would shift, and I hear. Zoom. And it fucking takes.
That's
And
fucking
the car
hilarious.
fucking takes off, and I'm screaming the whole time.
Oh
Yeah.
my god, that's
That
so funny.
not even a recurring dream. That's a recurring nightmare
Yeah,
for sure.
definitely. That's so funny though.
Yeah, it happened the same way every time.
Oh my god, I love that.
Yeah, it was crazy. Dreams are weird, man.
Dude,
Dreams
yeah.
really are weird. I hate the dreams where like they fucking like you just dream you're falling for no reason and then you wake up and you're like, ah,
Right.
like, what the fuck
Oh
just
my
happened
God,
to me?
That's
fell off my
always
skateboard.
worse.
Yeah, you're fucking terrified and you wake up. Like, what is that even for?
I had a dream one time. So for those of you watching at home who don't know me personally, I'm a huge Blink 182 fan. And when I was in like
Who's
high
that?
school and
I've only heard of Blink 183.
Blink 180D.
they're like the greatest pop punk band ever, one of the greatest bands ever. Anyways, I've always been a huge fan of them. Especially so back when I was in like high school and like 18, 19 years old.
The heyday.
But I remember having this dream where I met them. Like I was like in their studio for whatever reason, and they come walking in to record a track. And as soon as I see, and it was the Mark, Tom, and Travis iteration that I was dreaming of meeting. As soon as I see them walk through the door, I fainted in my dream and woke up in real life, like shook.
Like, damn it. I was just getting to the good part.
That is so funny.
My wet dream is ruined.
Yeah, it was honestly, it was really disappointing.
Yeah, that's a bummer. Like, you're having like a good dream, you're doing something cool, and then you wake up and like, damn it, that wasn't real. Now I'm awake.
It's kind of a funny story that I was going to tell you guys when it happened to me at work. I was going to tell you when I got home, but podcast life, can't talk to your friends until recording time.
No stories allowed.
I had this customer, so we sell Tommy Bahama clothes.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, some of the Tommy Bahama clothes look super comfy.
Yeah.
And kind of cool.
Yeah.
I still don't think I could ever wear them, but they're kind of cool. But anyway, they did this Disney line with Mickey Mouse. And
Sounds pretty cool.
Yeah, but it was really ugly.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, they really.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Tommy Bahama.
You didn't nail this one.
Yeah,
It's a miss.
Taking a shit on the Tommy
yeah.
namesake.
If you guys want to know what I'm talking about, just Google Tommy Bahama Mickey Mouse, and you'll see what I'm talking about. But anyway, so there's this white polo that they had that had like had Mickey Mouse on the left chest, and so this dude was buying it.
On the left chest?
You
You have two chests?
there's your left chest and your right chest,
Okay. I'll believe you.
and then your mid chest. Damn it, Tommy! I lost my train of thought.
Guy was buying it.
Oh yeah, so this dude was buying it.
There's a left chest.
Oh, also keep in mind this is $120 polo.
Oh my god.
Yeah, super expensive. Just because it's Tommy Bahama and Disney.
My goodness.
Yeah, Tommy Bahama clothes are ridiculously expensive.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah,
That's another
insane.
thing we'll get into at some point is the amount of money people spend on clothes. Insane, dude.
Yeah, it blows my mind. I spend like if I buy a shirt and it's like more than like $8, I'm like, this is a ripoff.
Right, yeah, that's insane.
I've had like most of the same clothes for like 5 years at this point at least. Like some of the stuff I have, I'm pretty sure I've had for like a decade, like since I was in high school. So like
Yeah.
Buying new clothes sucks.
You got to buy. You don't need to spend a lot of money on name brands, people.
Unless it's Tommy Bahama.
Right. So anyway, he comes up to the counter. He already had the Mickey Mouse polo on hold. I guess one of my other coworkers put it on hold for him. And he came up and was like, "What color is this tie?" He shows me the tie. I was like, "It looks like a light shade of black, like a lighter shade of black with blue dots on it, like blue polka dots on it." He was like, "Okay, cool." I'm going to a funeral. And I turn and I look at the white Mickey Mouse polo that he has on hold, and I'm trying to put two and two together. I'm like, oh man, okay, I'm sorry to hear that. He's like, yeah. I'm also trying to score some ass. So and I was like,
Jeez, man.
it's like, that's the place to do it, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if that's where I would go to do that,
Right.
but
He doesn't even know the person the funeral is for.
No.
He's
a
like
funeral
Will
crasher.
Ferrell's character from Wedding Crashers.
that's so terrible. If
Dude.
somebody does that, that's so wrong. Why are you doing that?
Yeah. I'm pretty sure that's in a movie somewhere where they like
Oh yeah, go to a funeral.
they find like funerals are the best place to
Yeah,
meet
Wedding
chicks or
Crashers.
something.
Yeah.
No.
That's-
They go to weddings.
yeah, they go to weddings.
Yeah, but there's also that
Is
part
there a scene
where
where
they're
they go to
hanging out with
Um,
Will Ferrell and he shows them funeral.
You're
Crashers,
right. You're
right,
right.
right.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Exactly what Tommy just said.
That's so terrible.
But yeah, I couldn't believe it. I was
Yeah.
like, dude, that's hilarious. With
Especially
this,
like to say that out loud.
right.
Like maybe like he was thinking that. Why are you saying that? Like you're confident in this. Like you feel
Right.
good about it.
Yeah.
Like what is wrong with
I
you?
could tell he
That's
was a little. I
insane.
could tell he was a little socially awkward too. So like, he
He
didn't
probably watched
necessarily
Wedding Crashers and was like, "You
Probably.
get shitty funerals."
because he didn't seem like hesitant to say it. He just like seemed like he wanted to word it differently
Yeah.
or something, you know.
He's like,
But
"Ooh, maybe that sounded a little worse than I meant it to, but
Right.
I don't know if you really make that sound good.
well, but then I'm like, dude, if you show up to a funeral in this white Mickey Mouse polo, Tommy Bahama, and that black blue polka dot tie, you're scoring some ass for sure.
Get the
man.
fuck out.
Like that's happening.
My goodness. Yeah. Wow.
Oh, man. What
yeah.
a legend.
I saved this for all of us. Thought we all might find this interesting. I will pass my phone around so you all can see, and we'll put the picture on the screen because we figured out how to do that when we were
learning.
editing the last episode. Fun fact: episode 1 was edited in iMovie.
Multiple times it was edited.
We edited all of it in Final Cut, and we lost the file. We lost everything.
Gone.
I don't know whose fault that was.
It was nobody's fault.
No one's fault but our own.
Yeah.
So
Sorry,
anyway,
guys.
I have this client, and he specifically comes in and buys. So he has a fireworks stand in Texas,
Okay.
and he comes in and he buys Tommy Bahama clothes. So he only runs the fireworks stand, obviously, in around 4th of July
Yeah.
time, down in Texas. And he comes in, he buys Tommy Bahama clothes, or shirts. And he gives them away at his fireworks stand if somebody spends like over $200 or something. He'll give them a free Tommy Bahama shirt.
Yeah. It's interesting.
And he's a super cool guy. Him and his wife come in all the time. So like when
How
they're
much profit can he be making?
I was just thinking that I'm like the Tommy Bahama shirts are obviously expensive,
yeah,
and $200 worth of fireworks. I feel like he paid at least like $100 for the fireworks, so he's like losing.
Spend $200
Yeah.
on fireworks. He
He-
eats the profit to buy you a Tommy Bahama shirt. You don't even get to choose which one.
I'm not gonna say how, but he doesn't pay full price
Yeah.
for the Tommy Bahama stuff.
I mean,
Steals it.
it's obviously got to be worth it if he's doing that.
It's definitely worth it.
He's coming. He's coming to Vegas so he can go bring the Tommy Bahama shirts.
Well, no, he lives here.
Oh, does he?
Yeah, he lives here. But yeah, so like,
He's got a Tommy Bahama plug.
but he's also like super successful. Oh no!
Oh no.
Addie
Addison's phone
just
just
dropped
ate
his
shit.
phone.
Oh,
Is
it's
it okay?
okay. It's okay.
Woo! It's all right.
It's okay. See how broken it is? It's okay.
The concrete in our garage is notorious and soft.
Anyway, dude's name is Tony or Anthony. I call him Tony. But he's like super successful. He owns like properties and like he owns like a cattle ranch somewhere or something.
Interesting.
It's pretty cool. But him and his wife are super cool. If they're just shopping at the mall, they'll just stop by and say what up to me.
Oh, that's nice.
So it's super nice, yeah. But he keeps telling me about how he has an original Game Boy in the box, never opened. I'm like, dude, you gotta bring that
Yeah.
so I
is he
can
trying
see
to
it.
sell it?
Well, and he was. So he took it to Brad's Toys,
Mhm.
and I guess he realized that there were 2 factory seals on it, and one of the factory seals was broken, so it was opened.
Yeah.
So I'm still not sure what his but I'll pass around the pictures. It's super cool.
Wow. Oh, it's got Tetris with it.
Yeah, it came with the original Tetris
yeah.
game.
So it's
That's
open, but it
pretty
was just
tight.
never. It's like open box, never.
Open
used.
box, never used. Yeah, he said he lost a lot of his possessions in a fire or something, so they had to
Fuck.
replace a bunch of them, and
Yeah.
that we never used it or something.
Yeah, damn, that sucks, man.
And it came with the original this football game,
Oh no.
which is also never opened. He said that
Wow.
this goes for $6,000 on eBay.
Oh damn.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
He
Yeah,
should sell
stuff
that.
like Game Boy stuff that's sealed
dude.
is fucking crazy.
It's
I
insane.
try to buy that stuff, and I'm like, well, I can't afford any of that. So I'll buy the open versions.
Right. So I thought it'd be fun if we talked about our favorite video games and video game
Yes.
consoles from our years of childhood.
Yes.
That's a good one.
The best systems, not the best graphics,
Tommy,
but
yeah,
the best games.
Tommy's the biggest gamer out of all of us, so let's
That's
kick it
very
off with
true.
you, man.
I don't know. My favorite console as a kid was probably the GameCube. My first console was my dad's PS1 or a Game Boy Color, I think. Yeah, Game Boy Color. And then I had all the Game Boys leading up to the DS and DS Lite. But yeah, GameCube was my jam. I've always been a PlayStation guy outside of Nintendo. But yeah, I don't know. I spent countless hours on Super Smash Bros. And Mario Party on my GameCube. Sonic or Shadow the Hedgehog was my jam. I don't know if you guys ever played that.
Shadow.
I'm
the
saying my jam
Hedgehog.
so
I never
much.
played that one.
No,
I,
it's
was-
Shadow.
I never had a GameCube though.
Oh man.
I was
I missed
talking
out on a lot of
with
stuff.
I think I was talking to Ethan, who's a pretty big Sonic fan, and he was I brought up Shadow the Hedgehog to him, and he got mad at me. He was like, "Dude, that's not a fucking Sonic game." And I was like, "Well,
It is a
no.
lot different. It is a
Yeah.
lot different
Is it?
than Sonic.
It's not like a true original kind of.
Yeah, it's insane. Yeah, you're one of the Sonic characters, and you're running around with a bunch of military guys shooting shit with your fucking assault rifle and blowing things up, fighting aliens. It's crazy. I don't remember it too clearly, but it was pretty insane.
Yeah, it's like a whole. It's got GTA vibes.
Oh,
to
does it?
Yeah,
That's kind of cool.
Yeah.
That's not what you expect from a Sonic game.
definitely not. Yeah. Although it has been a long time since I played it, so
Same. It's been a decade at least.
my GameCube, I had 3 games for my GameCube.
3 games.
3 games, and I loved all of them. It was shit. Did my camera go out of focus again?
It stays out of focus.
You move too much.
I gotta fucking cast another spell on this thing.
You're like the drummer of REO Speedwagon, man. Nobody knows who you are.
Shit. All right, let me just get close to it.
Just give a little kiss. Just make out with the camera. You gotta make it fall in love with you, man. It can't focus on you if it's not that interested.
Hey, it likes me now.
Wow.
My camera loves me. It's never had to focus on me. It's
The
just
kiss worked.
focused all the time.
3 games.
Oh yeah, I had 3 games.
Cube game.
I had 3 games for my GameCube. Fuck. Oh,
Remember where they are?
Tony Hawk's Underground.
Oh yeah, classic.
That game was sick.
So good.
I had Pro Skater 4 on the GameCube. That was a pretty fucking sweet game.
All the Tony Hawk games were amazing.
So dope.
So
dude.
I
good.
spent too much time playing those games.
Dude, did you play American Wasteland?
Yes, I did.
I played that on my PlayStation 2 all the fucking
Yeah,
time,
PlayStation 2.
dude. I just recently replayed it, or not
Yeah.
recently, but when we were living in the old apartment.
Oh, yeah.
I replayed it
So
on
when
PS2.
they re-released them.
No,
They
no,
released
no.
The first 3.
We did we got the Pro Skater
remake, yeah, of 1 and
remakes,
2.
Yeah.
But when I got my PS2 back from my parents' house,
Oh, yeah.
I found my American Wasteland game. I
Yeah.
replayed it on the PS2. That shit was a lot of fun.
Yeah. I hate that. Like, I had so many good games that like over the years just got thrown away or lost.
Yeah.
That I'm like, I'm devastated. I wish I had all those games. Like, I used to have a Super Nintendo that I don't know what happened to it.
My
And
dad
a
has a
64 I
Super
used to have. I
Nintendo,
don't know what
but
happened
he
to it. I
won't
had to
give it
buy
to
a
me.
new one.
I think
It's
about
devastating.
Yeah, that sucks.
Mm.
I think about all the sweet ass classic games I had that I traded to GameStop for like pennies so I could get like a PS3 or some shit back when I
Yeah.
was a kid, and like yeah,
GameStop.
there were so much now. Like I had like all the Pokemon games. I've bought several of them and like even traded them back in, and then like they jumped in price again, and I've been like
Yeah.
fucking idiot.
I know.
Yeah,
It
it's a
just
shame.
sucks. It always happens to like it's worth nothing. The second you trade it in, it fucking jumps up in value, and you want it back, and now it's like fucking $150 for the game. You're like, what?
Right.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck is that shit? Tomfoolery, man. That's what it is.
I wanted to. Did you play GameCube growing up, Blake?
Mm-mm.
No.
He just said he
mind.
never had a GameCube.
Oh, I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
no. That was like the one
It's
like system that was super popular that I didn't have.
Because I know you're a huge Pokemon fan. Have you ever played Pokemon XD like at a friend's house or anything like that?
Mm.
Oh, dude, that was a hell of a game on the
Yeah.
GameCube. Because you start out with I believe you start out with Umbreon and Espeon, or you start out with an Eevee and it becomes Umbreon or Espeon.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It was just a really cool game. Like I remember catching the shadow Pokemon and things like that. And then the boss was this like disco pirate guy who always had a dope ass soundtrack and was always dancing. I don't
That's
know.
funny.
It was just tight.
we have a big collection of video game consoles in our house,
We do.
and
We have most of the consoles.
we
ever
we
made.
have most of the consoles that have been made before.
We don't have a GameCube.
We
and
don't have a
GameCube's the
GameCube.
one we don't have. Like that's one of the ones we're hunting
Yeah.
down.
Yeah.
We just don't have it. But yeah, so Tony Hawk's Underground was one of the ones I had,
Mm.
and then Sonic the Hedgehog, the original one. Actually, it was like a 2-in-1. It was Sonic and Tails.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
Or
okay.
Sonic 2 with
Sonic 2
Tails or
with
whatever.
Tails,
And that game was I've spent so many hours on that game. And the movie, by the way, so well done.
Oh, yeah.
Sonic is amazing.
Yeah, I
Very-
still haven't seen the second one, but the first one was amazing.
Yeah,
So funny.
phenomenal,
Yeah.
funny.
Jim Carrey is incredible in it.
Yeah, he really embodies that character.
He does it so good. Jim Carrey is just one of those actors. Like, if he's in a movie and it's a comedy, it's gonna be good. You
Oh,
have, like,
yeah.
no doubts.
Yeah,
It's gonna be
sure.
hilarious.
For sure. Yes, man.
Yeah. Oh,
What
yeah,
a
one of my all-time
movie.
favorites.
What
so
a movie.
funny.
Oh man.
Zoe
But-
Deschanel is hilarious in that.
oh
too.
yeah,
Yeah,
she's
she
funny
is.
in everything she's
Yeah,
in.
She's
so good.
great.
But then the third game I had was Mario Kart, of course.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Classic.
Classic,
Yeah. Was it Double Dash? Was that the one on GameCube?
No, it was just like or I'm not sure what, I don't know.
Been a long time.
It has been a
Many
long
moons have
time.
passed.
But no, I was a big PlayStation guy growing up. I still am.
Yeah, I was
Um,
originally, and then Xbox 360 is when I made the transition to Xbox. And then
Yeah.
I've been with Xbox since.
Yeah.
Not that there's nothing against like PlayStation.
Right.
I just like I don't know why I transitioned to Xbox. I think it might have been because my friend had an original Xbox.
Mhm.
I didn't like that system, but then Xbox 360 came out, and I was like, okay, well, I guess I'll try that. And
Yeah.
then fell in love. you know.
It's all right. We'll convert you back.
Yeah, I was major like PlayStation 1 and 2. I lived for those systems.
Yeah.
They were really fucking good. I just countless hours as a kid.
Yeah.
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 We have every PlayStation console, and we only play the 5 and the 4.
And we don't even know where the cords are for the other systems.
Yeah,
And we
I
have like
have
for the
the cords
PlayStation 1, we
for
have
the
like no
PS3.
games.
I just don't hook it up that often.
we
We all play a shit ton of GTA. I feel like
yeah,
Yeah, that's such a good game.
that is a
I
good
played
game.
so much San Andreas as a kid, like just in my room on the PS2 for like days on end, just fucking
Yeah.
typing in cheat codes.
Cheat
Like, you know,
codes, Invincible.
had the whole fucking list, you know, had
Yeah.
it all memorized.
PS2 is the shit, and my all-time favorite game growing up. I think it's still probably my top favorite game.
Mm.
was Sly Cooper.
Oh, dude.
I remember that game when it came out, but I don't know if I played it.
Dude,
What a
that's I
fantastic
named
series.
Really?
I named
Yeah.
Cooper
Oh,
after that
after that?
game. Yeah.
Oh,
we'll
wow, I
have to
didn't know that.
we'll have to play
Cooper's
through
our,
them.
one of
Me
our
and-
cats.
Yes.
Me and Addie played through the first 3, like, I don't know, 3 years ago or so, but like we should play them again because we have them all.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's
Yeah.
like 3 or 4. I think the
We
fourth
never
one
played the fourth
wasn't
one.
like it like wasn't even like it had terrible reviews and shit. So I don't
Yeah.
even think we even fucked with it.
Yeah, that
But
makes sense.
the first 3, especially the second one, well, and the first one, bro, I can't even pick a favorite.
Yeah.
Sly Cooper, we definitely got to. We'll do a playthrough of those for sure because they're a lot of fun.
Yeah. Yeah, my favorite thing about was like old games and like compared to like now was like how story based they were because obviously it
Mm.
wasn't online.
Right.
So like now like new games are really just focused on online.
Yeah.
And it's like the story kind of takes like a step back. And
I
it's not
miss
good. Or sometimes they don't even have the
campaigns.
story at all.
yeah.
Yeah, like campaigns are so good on old games. Like,
Yeah.
that's like the best thing about playing old games.
Well, like
I
the-
really only spend money on games if they have like good campaigns, like those multiplayer games that are only multiplayer games that come out and they're like 40 or even like $60 games that like they're like
Yeah.
full price games, and it's like all it is a multiplayer mode. There are so many great free multiplayer games
Mm.
that like why would I spend that much to like get into one that I might play for like, you know, a month or a few weeks and then like probably not be that into after a while.
Yeah, I like single player games because I'm really terrible at most games. So like whenever I'm playing with other people, I'm just holding them back and I just keep dying or like falling off stuff and I'm like just like sorry, like I suck
Right.
at this game. If I play by myself, it's like it's whatever because
Yeah.
not stopping anybody from actually playing who's good.
Yeah.
So that's what I like about like older games is like it's mostly just like one player.
Right. Like Conker's Bad Fur Day.
Yeah.
Great storyline. We have been
Mm.
stuck on the lava surfing level for about a year and a half now.
Yeah.
I'm
We've
not even
actually booted
exaggerating.
up a bunch of times and
Yeah.
tried to get through it. Wait, didn't we get it past it last time?
No. We got
No,
super close. I
super-
think Blake
super
was
close.
the one who.
No, you were the one that got
Oh, was it
super
me?
close. Yeah, I could barely get past like the first like 10 seconds of that
Dude,
level.
oh my god, I gotta stop moving this freaking camera, bro. Another kiss for you.
One more. All right.
I'm good.
Back in focus.
Back in focus.
One more time.
And then, of course, one of the greats, Mario Party 8 on the Wii.
Dude,
What a game!
Yeah.
That's
The
one
Wii's
of
a
those.
great system.
The
any
Wii, the
of
Wii in
Mario
general,
parties are really fantastic.
dude. Yeah, Tommy and I talk about this all the time, and I'm glad we have a outlet to speak about this. But the Wii, bro, the
That's
Wii,
All around one of the greatest systems ever. Like just most
Yeah.
fun you can have
revolutionary.
gaming. I like it because, you know, I have the Quest 2, and, like, I like the Wii better than that still. I don't really fuck with the VR headsets too much because having it right up on your face, like, you can't play for more than, like, 45 minutes, or at least I can't, without getting a headache.
Yeah.
The Wii, you can play for hours, and it's damn near the same experience with the nunchucks.
Nunchucks.
Your hands go numb.
My
'cause the
chuck's
shucks.
gonna make you numb.
Resident Evil 4 on the Wii is, like, so much fun. It's, I don't know.
House of the Dead.
House of
Like
the
you're
Dead.
playing an arcade game in your fucking living room. That's so awesome.
Yeah.
For those who don't know, House of the Dead is like when you go to the arcade and there's like that game with the guns.
Yeah.
And you shoot the zombies and stuff, and the screen.
It's like
moves
a
for
rail
you.
shooter. Yeah.
We bought the gun attachments for the Wii remotes, and it's so much fun.
Do you remember the old? I used to have this when I was a kid. I don't know if you had it, but like the Duck Hunt game.
Hell
where it
yeah!
would like cast
Yeah.
onto your wall, and you just use the
Yes.
laser to shoot.
I didn't have that much.
I don't know if
but
I had
my
the one that
buddy
went on the
did.
wall,
It was
but
awesome.
yeah,
It was like surprisingly good for the time because it
It
was like
was.
early 2000s, I think, or like
Mm.
late 90s. I'm not exactly sure when that came out.
had to be
but
early 2000s because I remember it.
Yeah, I'm like, dude, that shit was like way ahead of its time, and it was
Yeah.
like super fucking fun. I wish I still had that.
Yeah, that we could probably find one.
Yeah, I hope it's not super expensive.
It's
Yeah,
probably
Like, there's a game I used to
$1,000.
play. I think on a PlayStation 1. I told you about it, the Legends of Dragoon,
Mm-hmm.
which is like one of the most amazing games I ever played. Like thinking back to like that being on PlayStation 1 and how good it looked blows my mind.
Yeah.
I'm like, 'cause games, obviously, like they looked all right for the time, but like in comparison, you know, I feel like even today it still like would like live up to like what every game looks like now.
right.
But it's like fucking $80.
That's always.
It's
fun.
got 4 discs though. It's a 4-disc game.
We should get it.
Yeah, I definitely want to. So I want to show you guys. It's like it's one game that like sticks out. Like I didn't own it myself. My friend had it, and I think he let me borrow one of the discs one time so I could play it at home. But yeah, it like made such an impact on me that I think about it often. Like just like wow, that game was so good.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I have to get it again whenever I have money.
Dude,
I'm not a broke ass bitch.
do you remember like the PS2 demo discs? You used to get it like Pizza Hut and shit like that, where you could play like the first 30 minutes or hour
Forgot
of a
about
game.
those.
Yeah, I forgot that they
Or
had
like
that.
it had like the one intro level to like Tony Hawk's Underground or some shit like that on
Yeah.
it. Like
What was it? Was it fucking McDonald's that had like the little GameCube like thing set up? You know what I'm talking about? Do you remember what I'm
Yeah.
talking
Yeah,
about?
McDonald's
It
was like a
McDonald's had the
table.
controller.
Yeah, with like 4 different ones that went around or something. Yeah. And it was like
Yeah.
enclosed in like a plastic thing so you couldn't take the GameCube or
Yeah.
whatever. You guys know what I'm talking? Was it
Yeah.
McDonald's that did
Yeah,
that?
they had that at
I remember
McDonald's and they had
having
one
a
of those
dentist
at
office that had that.
yeah. Oh, really? At a dentist office?
Yeah,
That's
that
fucking
was
legit.
That's
legit.
pretty cool. Yeah.
I didn't have that in my dentist office. I
That
just had to sit and play with those little blocks that you move on the fucking thing. Like that's all I had. It was fucking no cool shit.
I remember one time my dad he hooked up some sort of monitor to his truck when I was a kid, so that I could play PlayStation 2 in the back seat of
That's
his truck.
You hit a fucking bump in the road and the disc skips and you lose all your progress.
I was like 5, maybe 6. I remember it, so
Yeah.
I couldn't. But I remember I was still pretty young. Way too young to be playing GTA 3, which is what I was playing. But my dad was like, "Yeah, I don't fucking." My dad was like
playing that
21. He was
game
like,
in
"I don't care."
first grade.
But no, it made me super car sick, and I threw up all over his back seat.
That's hilarious.
I'm sure
He
he
had mad
remembers it.
regrets.
I remember it pretty vividly. We went to some office building. He had some sort of appointment or something. Like that's where we were going to. Like I remember it all clearly.
Yeah. It's
Maybe I was a
amazing the
little
stuff
older.
that you remember when you're like super young.
Yeah.
The random shit. You're like, yeah, I remember that like it was fucking yesterday.
Right. Yeah.
I don't know why I remember that like it was yesterday, but
so
I do.
weird. I don't even remember what I did yesterday.
Yeah, for real.
So back when I lived in Alaska, my dad and one of
I
his
still think it's super
buddies-
crazy you lived in Alaska.
I know, right?
I don't mean to
Yeah.
interrupt you, but like every time you say that, like, damn, dude, I couldn't even imagine living in Alaska.
It was pretty bitchin'.
Yeah.
like-
Was it
Sorry.
really?
Yeah, it was awesome.
Not to interrupt you, but yeah, I saw this video the other day of this person posting like from Alaska, and they were like, "This moose decided to cool off in our backyard last night around 10 p.m." And the video, it was broad daylight, like it looked like
Oh,
it was
yeah.
noon, but that just
Yeah.
happens in Alaska.
Yeah, the sun, like, at certain times, the sun's just always up.
yeah,
Yeah, I think it's during the summer. I can't remember too clearly. It's been like 15 years since I've been there,
Yeah.
and it was most of my childhood. But I think it's during the summer when like, the sun just stays up super duper late. And because during the winter you lose most of your sunlight, so
Yeah.
like you get like 4 hours of sunlight a day during the
God,
dead of
that would
winter,
suck.
that'd be
And-
so depressing.
Yeah.
and some places, that place 30 Days a Night is based off of, like, that shit's real, where there are parts super up north where, like, people are, like, in darkness pretty much constantly for, like, a little bit in the winter.
Fucking crazy.
But where I lived in Anchorage, it was, like, the dead of winter, you got about 4 hours of light a day, and then during summer, it would be just, like, light like most of the night. As a kid, I would like argue with my mom when we first moved there because she'd like tell me it's bedtime, and I'd be like, no, the sun's still out. This is fucked
Talk
up.
to the sun. Take it
Yeah.
up with the sun. He said
Y-
no.
You can't tell me it's nighttime. I know what the hell that is.
Dude,
Like,
being a parent in Alaska must suck.
I know
Never get
good
your
and
kids
well
in
that was hell for my parents because like my mom would tell the story all the time. Like it was something like I put up a big fight with that.
Yeah.
Speaking of my time in Alaska, I can't remember what got us onto that subject, so we'll have to loop back around to that.
You were about to
But-
tell a story, but tell this story because now you're about to go into a different story.
I almost, me and my mom almost got fucking mauled by a moose in a parking lot in Alaska one time when I was a kid.
Dude.
She worked at she worked at this place called the Alaska Club, which is like, like just a big chain of gyms there. It's like LVAC here in
yeah.
Vegas. And they had like a daycare in their site for like staff and for people who were using the gym.
Yeah.
And so before I was going to kindergarten, like my mom would put me in the daycare while she was at work. And yeah, one day we're coming in. There's like a little baby moose over by the dumpster. And one big thing, like everyone in Alaska and up in Canada or anywhere where there's moose knows, like you never get between mother moose. You never get between a mother moose and her calf. Like she'll fuck you up.
Yeah.
And so yeah, we didn't see the mama moose, but apparently she was like over on the other side of the parking lot, like kind of behind some trees. But yeah, so as we're walking past the baby moose, and we're not super close to it, you know, we're probably at least, I was a little kid, but we weren't like right up on it because obviously like my mom wasn't going to bring me that close to one.
Right, you're just
knowing
walking
how
past
dangerous
it,
could be.
yeah.
Yeah, we're just walking to the door. But anyways, we crossed the mom's line of sight to the baby moose, and she just comes charging out of the trees on the other side of the parking lot. So me and my mom sprint, and I actually remember this very clearly. I remember like looking behind us, the moose is chasing us, and like I just see the blur of me and my mom as she's like dragging me, and I'm like, "Mom, we're going so fast, I can see our colors." And,
It's like, shut up, Tommy, you're about to die.
but yeah,
Are you
so
fucking high?
so we burst through the door. The moose follows us into the first set of double doors. Luckily, there's two sets of double doors. We make it through both of them. The moose gets trapped before, like, it can't make it through the second set. So then it's just kind of in the doorway. And I, you know, after that, my mom, you know, there was a little panic, but then my mom sent me to the daycare. So I'm not 100% clear on how they got it
go on with the day.
resolved. But, like, I know generally the policy, like, when moose do things, a lot of the time is unless it's absolutely imperative, they don't fuck with them. Like,
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, we knew somebody who had a moose hop into their backyard and give birth, and, like, they just had to leave it and the calf in their backyard until the baby could hop over the wall and go on its own, because it's like, yeah, we're not going to get a moose pissed off in the middle of a residential neighborhood. Sorry.
Yeah.
Like,
Moose like,
jumped
damn it, we
over the
just
wall.
lost our backyard for 3 months.
yeah.
Shit.
How did we start talking about
You
me
were gonna
living in
tell
Alaska?
some sort of story. But I don't remember.
What were we talking about before that?
I don't know, but I think it's like funny how like being chased is just the scariest shit ever. Like even
Oh,
when I was a
yeah.
kid and I'm playing tag, like the second like someone's behind me, I'm fucking panicking.
Dude,
I
your
don't
heart
know
is
why.
pounding.
You know, like when you do that, like you do that like playful yell,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
but as they get closer, it starts turning into like
It's
a real
like
yell.
real.
You're
You're
like ah,
you're
and then,
like,
they're getting
ah,
closer.
ah!
Oh, shit. Oh, my
It's
God.
so scary, man. It's like I know I'm not gonna get hurt, but like I'm fucking terrified. Like you're chasing me, and I don't like it.
Oh man, our neighbors probably think I'm getting murdered.
What were we talking about before Alaska? It's okay. We can abandon it.
I don't know. Alaska.
I saw this thing on Facebook.
On the book face.
On the book face. Said stuff that makes you irrationally angry. Like stuff that
Traffic.
makes you
Traffic,
upset for
yeah.
no reason. Of course, traffic's a big one.
I get
Um,
so unbelievably mad in traffic. There are times where, like, if I'm alone on the freeway in a really fucked up traffic jam, like, I'm just yelling. And, like, I know that's really unhealthy, but, like,
Traffic. I
I
don't
have
know
to
if that's
vent.
in irrational anger though, because like especially if you're trying to get somewhere,
Yeah, it's
you know, and you're
so
stuck in
annoying.
traffic, it's okay to get mad about that.
Yeah,
you know,
it's frustrating experience. Nobody likes traffic.
right.
I mean, and the only time you like traffic is if you're not trying to get wherever you're going, or if you're like, I need more time to
Yeah.
do something. So if I'm just sitting here, I can like, you know, eat a meal or
Right.
do
The
my
thing-
makeup or whatever is that you're doing.
the thing that pisses me off about traffic, especially on the freeway, is, like, traffic on the freeway is, like, how? Like, you just go. That's all you do. You just go forward.
Yeah.
You just
Yeah.
go forward. If you have to get off the freeway, you still go forward, just slightly to the side until you're off the freeway.
Yeah.
At no point should you not just be going forward on the freeway. So why the fuck is there traffic why are you fucking up going forward? Like,
yeah, like the most annoying thing is too is like you know that like there's only traffic because somebody just decided to brake for no reason,
Yep.
and now everybody behind them had to brake.
yeah,
And now it's just
somebody
a
got
fucking
pulled
ripple
over
effect
or
of
something
braking.
like
Everybody's
that.
just breaking.
It's like, dude, oh my god,
So annoying.
go.
And it's like you don't need to look. Like, people get speeding
Yes.
tickets every fucking day.
I
It's like,
know.
okay, yeah, the cop's checking his tint now. Glad you saw that. Like,
Yeah.
Right.
come on now.
Yeah, that's so annoying.
So I screenshotted the post with this person's list. So we'll go through it real quick.
Yeah, let's do it.
When people don't clear the time left on the microwave,
That doesn't really bother me.
I don't think that bothers me.
I have no problem just going cancel real
Right.
quick and then adding whatever.
If you leave the
somebody
microwave
brought that
open.
up to me before.
That's
yeah,
another story.
that's a different.
Yeah.
Story. Or if you leave like food in there for hours and hours, it's like,
Oh,
go
yeah.
take your shit out.
Yeah.
Somebody's like called me out on that before, like leaving time on the microwave, and it's like, dude.
I mean, I
like,
can
just hit
can understand that's
clear.
annoying
Like,
if you're
that's
using that
what
as
I
a
do.
clock. If you're using like the microwave as a clock
But the
to
oven
see.
is right fucking
That's
there.
true, yeah.
Right, and you have your phone.
Yeah.
You know, so
So yeah, it doesn't make
I don't
any
know.
sense.
Yeah, I don't know a lot of people that use the microwave as their main clock.
I know. They're like, I don't know what time it is. There's something on the
They
microwave.
wake up in the morning. They're like, "Oh my god, am I late to work?" They
Better go
run
check the
downstairs to the microwave.
What-
They're like, they run downstairs. They're like, "Okay, it's only 8:30."
I was late to work today because I thought it was 13.
I thought there was 30 seconds left.
I thought I had to be to work in 30 seconds because you didn't
Devastated.
clear the microwave.
You ruined my life. I lost my
I
job
was
now.
6 hours early.
Then I came home and went back to bed and was late. Dude, you pulled down the hook.
Oh, that's been down.
Uh-oh.
It's okay.
Um,
Our set's falling apart.
this is a professional studio, I promise.
Yeah, super professional.
It's not a garage.
It's not a curtain in the garage.
What's a garage?
Yeah, a garage.
Pay no attention to the garage behind the curtain.
Yeah, this is not the garage you're looking for.
When people walk super slow in front of me,
Oh yeah,
that's a big one.
I'll just
That
walk
bothered me.
around them.
Yeah, I walk really
One of
fast.
I
the-
so
hate
that's
when
why
you
it's
get
annoying.
caught like on a narrow walkway in the mall or some shit, and it's
One of the
It's the
hardest
worst.
things about living in Vegas, and nothing against tourists.
Yeah,
I-
but
we love tourists. Obviously, they're very important to our
yeah,
economy. so-
Very, yeah. That's what happens. But every single tourist has to take pictures of everything they see here. Like, and they'll just stop. They'll like if they'll be walking super slow in front of you, and then they'll see something they want to take a picture of, and then they'll just stop,
And
and you're
stand
like,
there.
what the fuck,
yeah,
dude?
you're like, just move to the side.
Right,
Like it's fine. Take your picture.
right.
Just move to the side.
Oh my god. When you're going down escalators and the people in front of you get off and just stand
Oh
at the
my
end, it's like,
goodness.
dude, just walk a few feet to the
yeah,
right.
it's like, I can't stop.
I
They
hate
like they
that
get to the
shit.
bottom, they walk
I
off, and they're just like
hate it.
standing there looking at their phone, and it's like, dude, move.
Okay,
That's annoying.
speaking of tourists, and like there are like there are some family friendly things and cool things for families to do. So I'm not gonna be that guy that's like, don't bring your kids to Vegas, but don't be the parents that bring your kids to Vegas and then expect to pawn them off at like whatever tourist destination you see. Like there aren't those daycares and casinos anymore. Like what me and Addie used to work at this like tourist trap on the strip, and people would try to
Avenger
leave.
Station.
Yeah, people would try to leave their kids there. There was one time where somebody literally bought a ticket, went up into the exhibit with their son, and then just like let him hang out up there, and like went downstairs and gambled. And like her son goes
Terrible
up to one of
parenting.
my coworkers and is like, "Hey, have you seen my mom?" And my coworker's like, what the fuck?" And so he's like, "Yeah, I don't know. She told me to like just have fun here, and she'd be downstairs." And yeah, people would try that shit all the time. People would ask us if they could do that. We'd always, shut them down.
Like no.
But
Watch
yeah,
your kid.
Yeah,
but
there
yeah,
was
if
this-
you're gonna bring your kids to Vegas, like it's already like it's not really the best place to bring like children,
Yeah, no, there's not a
But
lot
if you're
here.
gonna do it, at least parent your kids while you're in Vegas.
You were working door the day that dude tried to leave his like 90-year-old dad in a wheelchair at the station, right?
Yeah.
Tell that story because I don't really remember it. very well.
So, and this was one we actually saw kind of common, and this isn't one I feel really super, like, I don't really feel some type of way about this one. Like, I kind of get it, but it's like sometimes we'll have like really old people who go there with their family, but they can't really, like, they don't have the energy to walk around some exhibit to see like things from movies they've never even watched like for 45 minutes, you know,
Yeah,
like they
that's a
got
lot of
bad knees or
walking
hips or something. So yeah, there was this one just really awkward time where I was like the greeter for the exhibit that day. It was when COVID first started, and so I was the dude up front, like scanning people's temperatures and making sure they had masks on. And yeah, this old guy couldn't go into the exhibit, so he just kind of like hung out over with me on a chair, like just right next to me. But he wasn't like one of those like charming old guys that has all the old guy jokes and things like that. It was just like really, really awkward. He was just sitting there kind of being
Yeah.
sad.
Oh no. Yeah, that's awkward. That's like a weird position to be put in.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
definitely an awkward position to be in.
Yeah.
Some lady took a massive shit at the top of the escalator there one time. Like,
Oh my god.
and
That's Vegas, baby.
you
Yeah,
know,
that shit
people,
happens.
yeah, you're in a desert, you know, you get a lot of sun exposure that, especially if you come from someplace where you're not used to that or where you're someplace colder, the intense sun in the summers here, like, yeah, that can really mess you up, and some people aren't prepared for that, especially if you've been drinking and eating a lot of junk food. And yeah, so some lady went through our exhibit and then like stopped for a picture at the top of our escalator on the way out, and just explosive diarrhea like all over the wall and the top of the
Oh my
escalator.
God. That's
And
not-
then I had to, they kind of like covered it up with a sign and then got an employee, and then I was called up to escort them out, so I escorted them around the back way to the bathroom so she could clean up. And then a couple of our managers at the time had to clean it up. And I remember trying to stand there just for moral support. Like, I wasn't even helping clean it, but I was just trying to be in the vicinity because they had to be there, like, scooping gooey, gooey stranger
Stop!
shit.
Stop! Ah!
But anyways, so
oh.
yeah, I had to sprint down the fucking escalator, dude. The smell was so putrid. The scene, because I'm telling you, what you're picturing, whatever you're picturing, picture worse. I'm telling
I don't
you,
wanna
like,
picture it at all.
when they
Let alone
told it to
worse.
me over the radio, and they were not exaggerating, they made it sound very bad. I was
Dude.
not prepared at all for what I saw. It
Yeah.
was horrific.
That's really sucks. I feel for that person because sometimes
Yeah. Oh,
like, it
I feel
hits you,
for it. It's
and
an
you,
awful
like,
situation.
I can't stop it. Like,
Yeah.
what am I supposed to do? And yeah, that sucks. That's so embarrassing.
Yeah.
And it's like, you know, like that just happens.
Right in the
unfortunately.
middle of the Las Vegas Strip.
Yeah.
That's rough.
Dang. Yeah. That's like worst vacation ever.
Right.
That's the one you want to forget.
Yeah, she's there with like, it was like her and her husband's like anniversary or something like that, and
That's
like,
so terrible.
and she was wearing a dress, so you know. Like,
Yeah. Oh man, that sucks. I'd be telling her like, listen, it's okay. It happens. Like,
yeah, and that's
don't feel
kind
terrible.
of how
Don't be embarrassed. It's okay.
me and the
Yeah,
other
fuck.
employees that like interacted with them during that, where we were like, look, like, yeah, and we had that wasn't, I mean, that was one of the worst I had ever seen, but that wasn't the first disgusting mess I had seen at that place.
Yeah.
You know, people get drunk and like
We had a dude
do all
on,
kinds of weird
we had a
things.
dude on meth who went into one of the stalls and stripped completely nude and fell asleep on the floor.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, and I found him.
No. Yeah. Oh.
I go in there and there's clothes all over, and then I see like the underwear over the, like hanging on the top of the stall.
No.
I was like, oh my fucking god.
That's the worst. Like you're just like, I don't
So
wanna
I went to the
deal
I went to the
with
manager. I was like, "There's a naked dude in the bathroom. Someone take care of it,
this. Please.
because it's not me."
Yeah. Damn.
I think one of the only things I could think of that makes me irrationally angry. Truck nuts.
Truck nuts.
The balls that people put on their trucks. Why?
Makes you furious.
They're dumb, but I
They are
also
dumb, yeah.
think they're hilarious.
Why does your automobile need balls?
Yeah.
I think it'd be
doesn't
really
make sense.
funny to put truck nuts on a bicycle. I was actually just thinking about that. I was
Bike
just
nuts?
I was just thinking about that,
That
like
would
a
be
week
pretty funny.
ago.
Yeah.
That would be pretty funny.
That would be.
When
Or
people
like on a Segway, a hoverboard with truck
A
nuts.
hoverboard with truck nuts.
when people say more stronger.
More stronger. When
I
people say
have
stuff
sh-
like that, like
I have
Yeah,
shit
yeah.
grammar. I can't judge.
yeah, I sometimes like I say things and I'm like, damn it, I said that so wrong.
Yeah, I mean, I do that too. Yeah,
Yeah.
but
Listening to
If
the
you're
way
consistently
I speak on the
say-
podcast sometimes, like when we were listening back to episode 1, there are times where I was like, man, this guy can't fucking talk.
there's a specific coworker I have that consistently uses more stronger.
Oh yeah,
Like they believe that's
the correct way.
the
to
correct
say
way
it.
to say it. Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be annoying.
It's super annoying because like they never say it directly to me. I just hear them talking to customers.
Yeah.
And they're talking about like smells, fragrances.
Oh
and
yeah,
stuff.
that's like a stronger scent.
Yeah,
but
so
more stronger scent.
I hear it all
one's
day.
more
Well, I mean,
stronger than the
haven't
other
you
one.
heard,
Right.
haven't you heard the Kanye West song that don't kill me can only make me more stronger?
That's how that goes.
I need you to hurry up now, 'cause I can't wait more longer.
That's how he should have said it.
Newscasters always talking like they're on the news.
Like in just regular life.
Yeah, just in like
I've
regular
never
life.
met a newscaster.
I don't know any, but I
in
don't know any
personal
newscasters,
life.
so I don't have any experience with that.
No, I think that's more of a. I think I just thought that'd be really funny.
Wait,
That would be
what
funny.
was-
I think
Yeah.
that's
Can I
hilarious to
see that
like,
list?
Like
kind of like an anchorman.
oh no,
situation.
this is my topic list. Do you want to see my topics?
I want to see.
Oh, the list
you're
of-
pulling things from.
Oh, that list is over. Now I'm just pulling my own things.
Oh, you're still coming.
yeah.
Oh,
But that was my last one.
Oh well, let me see what the couple before that.
Well, something
What
that
do you
makes me
mean?
like absolutely furious is like when you're trying to throw tape away, and it sticks to your fingers.
Oh yeah, that's super annoying.
That's one thing where like I'm I'm instantly like, I fucking hate this tape. I want this tape to die in a fiery pit of hell. Yeah, that shit fucking drives me nuts. I had to do that the other day. I was trying to throw some tape away and it just kept sticking to my finger. And I finally got it to let go, and then it, like started falling to the bag and then whoop, missed. And I was like, oh my god,
Dude, that's
Just
so annoying.
be garbage and fucking go away.
Bumping your head on something. Not even like smacking it on something. Just a little
Just a
bump.
light bump,
That
yeah.
I
fucking
hate
annoys
that.
the shit out of me.
So frustrating. You're like,
I-
why was that there?
I was doing laundry the other day. So the way our laundry works, we have like the washer, and then above the washer is the cabinet that you open to get the detergent. And so I opened it, got the detergent, started putting my clothes in. I leaned down to like do something, and then I came back up because I hadn't closed the
Yeah.
cabinet yet. So I came back up, and I was like, "Fuck!"
Yeah,
Dude,
that
I
shit
used to do
sucks.
that at our old apartment, and the cabinet that was by the pantry, I would leave that one open sometimes if I was getting like a bowl or something out of there, and then if I went down to get something like one of the big like mixing bowls or a pot or pan from the cabinet directly under there, and then I would come up and just slam like the top of my head right here into the corner of the cabinet. I did that a good handful of times. That shit was fucking awful.
Yeah, that's the worst.
That is the worst.
Yeah, I hate when I bump my head really hard and then I start having a panic attack. I'm like, damn it, did I hurt myself? Am I okay? Like, I'm not sure. Like, I don't know what it's supposed to feel like if I'm not okay. It just hurts a little bit, so I'm not sure.
Another story from my days in Alaska. I remember when I was a kid, we used to camp a ton at like almost every
Wait,
weekend.
you lived in Alaska?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
But almost every weekend, like when we moved to warmer climates, it would be like every weekend. But when it was in Alaska, obviously only in like the spring and summer.
Yeah,
but
it was too cold.
there was this river we used to go to because it was like a really good, like there was a nice shallow spot for kids to play in, and then downstream a little bit was a really good fishing spot. And so we would go there all the time, and there were four-wheeler trails around. Like it was just a really awesome campground. But anyways, so I'm playing in the river, and a rock hits me, like just right in the side of the head. And I look to the side. I look to my side, and I was kind of standing in the middle of the shallow part of the river, just kind of letting it run over my feet. And there's this kid and his mom, and they're like freaking out, and they're like yelling at me. They're like, "I'm so sorry! Oh my God, he didn't mean to do it!"
Oh,
And I'm just like, and I was like, I don't know, I was like 6 or 7 at the time, and I was, I'm fine. And then I go back to playing in like the river rocks or whatever. And like I noticed there's like blood flowing around, and I was like, that's really weird. And I was, my dumb little kid brain was like, well, there's fishermen over there. Maybe they caught a fish and it's bleeding. And so I was like, that's whatever. I'll just like move a little bit, and like the blood followed me, and then like so I like touched my hand and like rinsed it off or touched my head, and then like it had blood on it. Or I had blood on my hands. Sorry, I can't talk, you guys. But anyways, I touched my hand. I touched my head. My hand has blood on it. I rinse it off, not really believing it at first. Do it again. Even more blood there. And at this point, I go into a full-on panic. I'm just
I
like,
would too.
Same, yeah.
little kid Tommy is just fully like, oh my God, I'm going to die. My head is bleeding. My skull just got cracked. And so, like, I run over to, like, where, like, my group was, like, my family and the people we're camping with. And I'm just, like, crying and freaking out. And I'm like, I'm dying. I'm dying. And, like, I don't know. My mom looked at it and, like, washed it off a little bit and just patted it with a paper towel. And then
Like, you're
I was
okay.
fine. But, yeah, that was pretty traumatic.
Yeah, I think it's crazy. Like, kids sometimes have no problems just chucking rocks at other kids.
Yeah.
It's like,
Wild.
dude, you're chucking boulders, man.
Well,
you're
I
gonna
mean,
kill somebody.
I
You're
don't-
gonna severely injure someone.
In our old
Granted,
apartment.
I didn't see it
Those
happen,
kids
but
that
I
used to
don't
fucking
think
have
the
rock
kid
wars.
was throwing the rock at me. I think
Yeah,
he
it might not have
was just
been on
throwing
purpose,
it in the river, and it was like
I've
a
seen a
wild
lot of kids
throw.
throw rocks at
but
other kids
yeah.
on purpose.
Fucking
Oh yeah,
wild,
totally.
dude.
I had
Jeez,
a
man.
couple rock fights as a kid. Like
I got hit with a few rocks.
somebody
when I
said
was a
something
kid.
about
That
your
hurts.
mom, and you gotta knock a couple teeth out. Like
Coming up on an hour.
Are we
Wow.
really?
Yeah, we've been doing this
Whoa,
for a
no
while.
way.
So we'll probably close it up here.
Yeah, call it a podcast.
Actually, call it dry erase board because it's remarkable.
ha ha ha.
Gotta close it out with a dad joke.
The only way to do it.
Thank you everybody for listening.
Yes, thank you so
whatever
much.
platform you're listening on, Apple Podcasts, Apple Music, iTunes,
Spotify,
Spotify,
YouTube.
Please
We're on it all.
like, comment, subscribe, follow,
Share.
give us a
Yeah.
review, give us a share.
We got links to our Instagram and TikTok and Twitter. We got
There's
all
this
those
whole-
social medias.
If you don't
algorithm
like it,
thing.
just pretend.
There's this whole algorithm thing. So if you do the like, comment, share,
Helps us out a ton.
review, it'll push us up there and get some people. We'll get in their brain. They'll know who we are.
Yeah, we'll live there rent free.
Right. Social medias. Blake, you want to plug social medias?
Yeah, like I said, Twitter, TikTok, Instagram. What else? Do we have anything else?
What's the at?
The at Wasted Space Podcast.
Wasted Space Podcast.
Except for Twitter, which is Wasted Space Pod, right?
Yes, because it
yeah.
couldn't be that long.
Yeah.
Twitter-
We had to
Twitter's
shorten it
Wasted
for
Space
pod,
Pod.
so little space pod.
If you want to send us any nice comments or mean comments, wastedspacepod at
You wanna just
gmail.com.
roast us?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
We'll
Honestly,
take it, man.
say mean
Yeah.
things, that's fine. That's kind of preferable. I don't I don't
love to
like
be
having
roasted.
my ass kissed. I don't trust compliments. So if you want to say something bad about me, I'll believe it more.
I'm like, you're being honest.
Right.
And I appreciate your honesty.
Yeah, I'm more into criticism.
So I think that's all the plugs.
That's everything.
You guys were a great audience. Thank you for listening. Bye.
Peace.
Deuces.